where I can control him, where I can hurt him, or I can break him. All with the same technique with just varying degrees of intensity. Ryote Tori. Reaches with both hands now. So with Ryote Tori, as he reaches, I step back. I always want this person to be overextended if possible. I always want to keep my head over my hips, and if possible, get his head offline from his hips. So he reaches, step back. My thumb's on the outside of his hands, my fingers are on the inside. Chicken wing him so the fingers are pointing to the outside and down. So as he reaches, step back, down. A lot of people, when they do this one, will leave a knee out, so you drop them onto the knee. That's a good technique too. Any single one of these will have a lot of variations. I'm sure if you've been at the dojo, you know that we believe in celebrating all the different variations. What we're showing here today is our very basic cut. Tekubi Tori A. It's escape from a straight across wrist grip, or a lock taken from a straight across wrist grip. If you hear the word hazushi, that means escape. Tori implies that pain's going to be a little more involved for all of us. So he grabs me up. Okay, so what's happening here? He grabs me. I keep my hand close to my body. I don't want to work out here. I want to keep my workbench in nice and close. Swing up, reach under, grab the thumb. Now I just take my other finger right over here. Other side. Tekubi Tori B is from a cross grip. So he grabs my wrist. I'm just going to take the thumb. Remember too, you've got to move. Any martial art really relies on the footwork. But I'm not just going to stand here. I've got to move my body so that I take him with me. That's what he grabs me. I'm going to pull it in. I'm taking his thumb in what we call a faucet lock. Okay, right here, I can't break his thumb if I want to. Hand comes around. And other side. Doesn't matter what you do at the end, as long as you have a definite finish. Just taking him off of me may not be enough. Okay. So right here, I've got a secondary break. This also gives me a chance to assess what else is going on. Okay, Imon Tori. Wrist lock from a push on the chest. This is typically in an old-fashioned kimono, you would have your clan emblem here. So this is basically, if he's pushing me, it's kind of like he's putting his hands on my colors. We don't like that. But for kata, we demonstrate doing it on the third push to show that we'll take a little bit. I'm not going to fire off on him for nothing, but only two. Third one we take. Set! Okay, so for Imon Tori, what I want to do is he pushes, I catch him, and I'm going to push his palm into my chest while I'm pulling the little finger away. And I come down. Now, I don't bend over, I step back. That's going to create the pain right across here. You can just keep all the fingers in and take them that way. I find that's not quite as painful as if I stick his palm to my chest, peel the little fingers off, and then step back. It makes for much better pain. So you want to have the wrist kind of at an angle, not straight on. One more time. Stop! Ryo Eri Tori. Okay, so I'm going to take a lock from him grabbing my lapels. When he grabs me, I want to step back a little bit, get his arms straightened out. I'm going to take his eyes. At the same time, I'm popping his elbow on this side. Come across, grab the hand. I'm reaching across my fingers on the inside of his palm, thumb on the outside. My ring finger just pulls in, or whatever finger, pulls the elbow in, and we create what we call the Z lock. I keep my index finger open and pointing at him. Oliver, you get that. Some more. Other side. It's always his favorite to wind up sitting on. And once more. So hit him, turn him, make sure his palm is facing away to the side, thumb down, my index finger pointing towards him, pull that elbow in, down towards him. This is what we're looking for right here. Okay, Ryo Eri Tori. Akushu Kote Tori. Say from a handshake, it could be from all kinds of things. Take the thumb lock. Thumb lock. So, first thing is I kind of squeeze my little finger back. So I've got his fingers, he doesn't have mine. If he did the same to me, it'd be hard for me to execute the lock on him. So right from the get-go, my thumb's pointing down, and I'm squeezing down with my little finger. Access the thumb. Now I've got back to that wrist lock. Akushu Ude Tori. From the same application, I come across, I'm breaking his elbow, strike him across the jaw, break here, come in, grab my own lapel, high lock, reach down here, low lock. First one, breaking the elbow, shoulder, wrist. Other side. Doesn't do you much good to see it from that side, does it? Hop. There's your elbow break. Reach. Now I'm prying up on the back side of his elbow while pushing down on his shoulder. And pushing in here. And then I reach down. As I reach down here, I don't want to reach so far that now there's some give here. I need to keep that against my body so there's a base. And Akushu Kotemaki Tori. From here, thumb lock, up. Bring it in, make sure you've got it nice and tight. thumb lock. Now, if I just reach here, I'm going to have trouble getting them, so I clip them. Now I've got them. Handshake, take the lock, up, clip. Now, see how I've got my fingers on the back side of his hand. This won't do me any good. So if I get that, I don't have the technique right. I need to have that grip there. Okay, next one, Kubi Nuki Shime. Escape from a headlock. So he comes up, puts me in a headlock. This is our most basic one. Against me. Okay, this is what I want. These two fingers here, reinforced, under his nose, in and up. So I'm reaching over his arm, reaching over the arm, in, up, and taking them off. Another version is I'm going to reach over, grab him, turn him onto his face. Now I've got him right behind me. Okay, looking again at the Wakikomie version, he comes up and puts me in the headlock. He's so nice when he punches me, isn't he? I'm going to use what we call Suki-Mi, rib spreader. Right in there. Make a little space so that I can shoot up. This could be a strike. I pivot around and I've got his arm locked into my armpit. So that's Wakikomie route. Last one on the Aurora list is Hagai Shime, escape from a full Nelson. So you sneak up behind me. Couple versions of this one. Here he comes behind me. When you feel that happening, get your hands against your forehead. Go ahead, try to break me. As long as I've got a structure here, he's not going to be able to break my neck. If I don't have that, I'm in bad shape. From there, break down, elbows in close, sneak behind him. So you've got to sneak your foot behind him and then kind of throw him off of your hips. Another version that Professor Kufroth particularly likes to do is catch a finger here, turn around. Even with the biggest man, you get your fingers, you've got him. It's hard even for the biggest weightlifter to resist all of your weight against his fingers. Keep in mind, as long as I've got him in pain, we're fine. Once it's broken, things are back on again. So if you keep him in pain, then you can talk. If I snap those, a lot of people can handle that pain and then the fight's back on. So it's best to control if possible. One more time with this one. Okay, and that is the list of Yawara from Danzan Ryu Jiu-Jitsu.